All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tone Rizzy.
Who?
Tone. My bad. Here, look at me, saying it with my chest out, kid.
It's
Tone
me.
Rizzy.
It's Mingo and Anthony. Hell, Tony. Okay, so what's the Rizzy thing? That's just saying you got game, right?
I got charisma. I got the Riz, homie. Tone Rizzy.
All right. So you get. I don't know where to go from there. Just kind of okay. I hit a wall. Hey, dude, I had the fucking strangest dream the other day. I was gonna call you as soon as I woke up.
What?
Yeah, it was
Me?
it was fucking weird, bro.
We ain't like cool like that, kid.
Yeah, like I would like that. That's how. Yeah, right. Like that's how weird the fucking dream was. So, like, okay, so I had a dream where you know who the Baka Boys are, right?
Radio host, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
And they've been in LA for years. They're from Bakersfield, blah blah blah, whatever, whatnot. Huge back in the day, Power 106, right? I don't know why, but they were talking shit about us. I was dead asleep. I don't remember what they said, and so they said something about you, and then they said, "Yeah, and that punk ass Mingo." And I woke up and I thought, "Dude, we ain't even on the radio. Why are they talking shit?" Man, they better ask her, like, what the fuck is going, like, what? And I was like, "Hey, whoa, you just woke up, dude. It was a dream." Like I was like, "Why the fuck are they talking shit about me?" Like, we don't even know them. We're not even on the same like platform for reals. Like, it was weird, bro. It made absolutely no sense to me. Unless you know something that I don't about the Baka Boys. I've only met them in person once. I mean,
I don't even think I've ever heard one of their shows. I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never heard like a show of theirs.
yeah, I never really did either. Like their mixes are fucking phenomenal. Maybe that's what it was. They heard about you and what you don't do on the side, and they were coming after us for that. I don't know, dude. It was weird. That or it was a call that me and you should go to radio and do a radio show in the morning and go against the Baka Boys.
They still on?
They're not on terrestrial radio. They do it online.
Oh.
It was fucking weird, dude. Like I was never on there. Like they would have to, like, if somebody said, "Hey, you remember Mingo?" They'd have to be like, "Mingo, what the fuck's a Mingo?" Like they would have to really think about and think like really fucking hard to know who I was. You know what I mean? It's not like I wasn't on their radar or anything like that. Like they would really have to.
Were you on the radio at the same time they were? When they were hot?
No, it was like on their radio decline. I guess they were doing afternoons in Bakersfield when I was in Albuquerque, and I was leaving Albuquerque to come back to California, and I got hired at the station that they were in Bakersfield. But in order for me to go to Bakersfield, they took the Baka Boys off and put me on. Because they were syndicated. It's not like they were there. They weren't doing a live show. I guess they had said some foul shit about Bakersfield, and people were like, "Fuck those guys."
Right.
And so I took their spot in Bakersfield. I'm sure it was a small blip of money on the big scheme of things and whatnot. But when I went there, I was doing radio with one of their best friends that they grew up with. Matter of fact, that's where I met them a couple of years ago when my buddy Alex G, may he rest in peace, passed away, and I went to the funeral. I drove up, got there in time for the funeral, and drove back that same day. And that was the first time that's the first time I had ever met them in person. So, like I said, I don't know why I felt in my, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I felt like I was bigger than I thought, and they were worried about me, so they were talking shit. But they were, even when they introduced me. I'm sorry, what was your name? Oh fuck.
They're like, "No, ain't you that dude we met at the funeral?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did radio too?
Yeah, oh yeah, you already dead to us too, fool. Don't trip. I don't know, dude. It was weird. I've been dying to tell you that. I was like, fuck, dude.
Well, there's something I've been dying to tell you too.
Okay.
I know it's gonna be mean, but it wasn't.
Oh, here we go.
It wasn't meant to be that way. It just came out. Have you watched Dune yet? The new Dunes?
No, you know what? I was planning on watching it today because it just came out on Max.
Did you see the first one?
Yes.
Part one, I should say, not the first one.
Yes.
Okay. In the first one, the dude's mom, the main character's mom,
Yeah.
did she stay his mom at this point? Or did she leave to become what she became?
I don't know. I didn't really.
Okay, because I think it's the second one.
Okay.
So, what it is she becomes this, almost like a witch, I want to say.
Okay.
So she goes with the witches because her son is now becomes this leader, the dude from the main character in Dune, and she gets taken into this like covenant.
Okay.
So they're supposed to be like the wise women type deal. There's like 4 or 5 of them or something like that.
The what?
Wise women, the elders type deal. So it's funny because it went from from the last time you saw her like being introduced into it, and then the next scene that she's in. This is how I remember it, at least.
Okay.
She got like all these tattoos on her face.
Okay.
And my wife was like, damn. Like, we were both like, damn. Like, look at all that shit on her face. And, dude, it just came out. I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. I said, that's what Mingo looked like when we got done with him that night at the party while he stopped talking to us. And she was even like, oh, that's fucked up. And I was like, yeah, it is.
That's fucked up.
So
See how you are?
I took a picture of it.
That's fucked up, Tony. If you haven't seen it, we're gonna put this on the fucking Insta so you could see what kind of shit Tony be talking about me when I ain't done nothing to Tony.
Bro, it just, like I said, it was just like, that's what Mingo looked like. She was just like, that's fucked up.
Fuck. After this many years, you wanted me to let it go, and you can't let it go. Look at that shit. You better never.
So
you better never fall asleep in front of me,
I
fool.
believe she's called the mother now, or the witch mother.
That's what I called all you fools.
His mom, and her face. Yeah, I can see why he stopped talking to me, kid. My apologies again.
All tatted up.
Speaking of movies,
A cross between Tekashi 6ix9ine and what's the other fool? All fucked up. Okay, what about it? What
speaking
movie?
of movies, how'd your Ghostbusters date go?
Okay, so I like.
Okay, let's just from what we need to know. Was it good? And then you could try and talk it up or down.
It's down. I think the movie was good.
Oh, here we go.
The only thing I don't like is well, fuck it. People are gonna get mad at me, so whatever. Is all this, what is it, the DEI or whatever, where they want to do all this inclusion shit, right? So you got to have a certain amount of white characters, a certain amount of black characters, a certain amount of straight characters, a couple gay characters. You got to have this, you got to have that. So here's the problem. The girl, just the main character, which is Egon's granddaughter, I believe is what it is. She sees an entity in this movie. Okay? And his granddaughter is like 14 or 15 years old. The entity that she sees is a 16-year-old chick. and there's an attraction between the two. And there was no reason for that love story-esque, I guess is what you would call it. Like, there was no need for that. So for them to throw that in there just for the inclusion, I don't know. I didn't care for that part. I was just like, dude, first of all, they're so young. Why are you making a love story between two young girls in a movie that's about fucking collecting ghosts?
So if the ghost was a dude, would you still be thinking the same way?
Yeah, there was no need for that whole thing.
Now, is this not necessarily a sequel, but does it attach to the last Ghostbusters?
Yes, it's several years after.
Okay, so maybe they're trying to set something up for the next Ghostbusters in regards to that character.
To where she comes out just...
Yeah, maybe next,
She actually has a girlfriend on the show? Yeah, I don't know. To me, I
hate her.
Yeah. At that age, there shouldn't... No.
At that age, you didn't like...
I didn't like boys at that age, no.
You didn't like
I
girls
don't like
either?
them at this age.
You weren't attracted to females at 16?
Yeah, I was.
So, I mean, she's attracted to a female too. What's wrong with that? You a hater, kid.
Maybe. Like I said, it's going to piss people off, but whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like there was no basis for it in the story, regardless. It had nothing to do with anything. Except that the girl that was the spirit used that attraction to kind of mess with the girls. So it wasn't even like...
So hold on. It did play a part in the movie?
No. It didn't belong in the story. It did not belong in the story. Sorry.
So the movie wasn't good?
No. I'm going to say no.
Okay. And what did I tell you before you went to go see it?
Don't waste your time going to see it.
Do you feel you wasted your time? As far as the movie is concerned, not the amount of time you spent with your son, all that kind of good stuff.
No, because the popcorn was fucking delicious, dude.
See, I'm talking other than that.
So just the movie itself.
You wasted your time? It's okay.
No, because we have this to talk about. So yeah, no, it's not a waste of time. It just wasn't what I expected it to be.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I could have told you it wasn't going to be, but...
What about, did you see Civil War yet?
No, I'm waiting for it to come out on Fire Stick. I don't go to movies anymore unless it's superheroes.
Unless what?
It's superheroes.
So you're going to go watch the new Deadpool?
Probably not. Well, it was something that my son and I would do. So if he's not
fly
around,
to Chicago and watch it.
That is true. I could do that.
I mean, you probably got the miles to go for free now. I mean, fuck.
But I did see, you heard that movie Iron Claw?
Yeah.
About the wrestling family?
We talked about it before.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just saw it this weekend.
Did you like it?
Yeah, that family's jacked up, kid.
It was fucking intense, right?
Dude, that family is...
How fucked up how he had to come back and find his brother like that, though.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, but they were... From the get-go, they were fucked, bro.
That family is cursed.
Yeah, we talked about it before because I told you about his leg in the kitchen.
Okay, because that was a great part.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming at all.
I thought he was dead. I thought after they showed that part, like him and
riding a motorcycle?
Uh-huh. And I thought, oh, fuck, he's gonna die. And next scene, they show him fucking hobbling, and I was like, oh, shit, that's worse. For me, it's like, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because when he got out of bed, he had them, like, scabs on his back.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he got a little road rash, taking some pain medicine, goes into the kitchen with his crutches. I'm like, all right. Broke his leg, got a cast on it. But there was no foot.
She was gone, killer.
Yeah, that was intense.
Could you imagine, dude? Losing a limb?
No.
Would you at this age, like, let's say, heaven forbid, don't want anything to happen, you were to get into an accident and lost a leg, would you just tell your wife, just let me go? I don't want to. I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I don't want no fake leg. I don't want to try to learn how to walk. I'm good.
A leg? I mean, that's different than being on a breathing machine and stuff, saying let me go, because.
Well, I just said if you lost a body part, would you?
Well, you just said a leg. I mean, you could work around a leg.
If you lost an arm?
I mean, you can still work around an arm.
What if you lost an arm and a leg? And opposites, not even the same side.
I think the same side would be worse. Because at least they could balance each other when they're opposite sides. Like if you had to use a
crutch or walking stick?
Yeah. But when you say just let me go, I mean, that's more of, you got a death sentence. Let's try and keep you going for a couple more years. It's like, nah, I'm good. Just let me go. So, that's different than.
So if you were on a ventilator.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have like a
DNR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, if I,
Look, if you got to call the ambulance, pretty sure I'm going to be gone.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I'm just fucking around.
But it's like, it's not looking good, and I ain't woke up in a couple weeks. Like,
If I need a machine like that to live, you can go ahead and pull the plug.
What about body parts?
I don't know, dude.
Donor, I should say. Yeah, donor.
Donor parts?
Yeah. I need to take everything from me. If it'll help somebody out, take it.
Do you get paid? Oh, no, because you're a donor.
Yeah, that's voluntary.
That's fucked up.
You ain't around no more. How you going to get paid?
My kids could use the money. Daddy ain't around no more.
Well, maybe the donee will kick back something.
Yeah, I would give whatever. My eyes, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take it off.
Heart, kidney, lung.
What you yawning for?
I'm old, motherfucker. That's what I'm yawning for.
Damn. What, you working all day in the heat?
You know what it is I have this problem at night where I can't sleep. Like, I'll lay down, dude, and I'll be fucking, like, my head, like, I should just, the first dip be like, cool, I'm out. Time's calling. But I don't. I stay awake, and I watch TV, and I'll fall asleep where my hand slides off, my face slides off my hand, and I'll wake up, and I'll watch another hour.
Your face falls off your hand?
Yeah, because I'm like this.
Oh, you're sideways.
Yeah. So then it slides off and I'll wake up and be like, oh, okay. I'll watch TV for a little bit longer until I dip again. Usually about 3 o'clock I go to sleep.
3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh,
between 2 and 3.
Tripping.
2 and 3. And then I wake up at 8. Regardless, I'll wake up at 8. A little bit before 8 o'clock. I usually awake before my alarm. Not to mention, most of the night I wake up every couple of hours to go pee. So I never really get that deep sleep. And then, like, today, got up at 8 to do a meeting. Did the meeting. Hurried. Took Mato to work because he was having car problems. And then...
I know you took a nap.
Well, that's the thing. I came back.
I know you took a nap.
I came back... And I sat down on the couch, and I was sitting there. So I better go make some breakfast. You know what I mean? That way.
Breakfast? What time is it at this point?
Like 10:15? No. Yeah, about 10:15. Because I wake up at 8, read some news, get in the shower. I'm out of the shower and ready and starting to work at 9. My meeting was like half an hour. Had to take Milo to work, about an hour round trip, 45 minutes round trip. So I came home and I sat down, probably looking at about, let's call it 10:30. Sat there watching a show. Fuck, I woke up when I texted you. They were looking at about 3:30, right? And this was almost 1 o'clock when I text you. So I felt what? That's a good 2.5 hours.
At least maybe 3.
Sitting down like this, sitting straight up in a chair. The only reason why I woke up is because I had to pee.
Man,
But it fucks me up, dude.
that's living the good life right there.
I would rather live a normal, like, all right, you got to get up, you got to get shit done, let's go, get it all done, 6, 7 o'clock, eat, call it a day, in bed by, 10, sleep by 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yo, I be falling, and I have to admit, my wife been. I know it's because of me, but she falling out too. 7:45.
Really?
We're lucky we make it to 8.
Damn.
Bro, and it's like, let's go, right? And I have to admit, it is a trip walking to the bedroom to go to sleep.
When it's still
and
light
it's still
outside.
light outside. I got one of those blackout blinds.
Right?
So I closed that, but you can still, like, there's like a rim around the shade that it's light still coming
Light always
in.
gets in, right?
So it's still, we got to make sure to close the bathroom door because light will just come in. And, bro, I'm telling you, I go into bed, I'm out within 10 minutes. Gone, kid.
Wow.
Last night, matter of fact, my old lady nudged me at like 9:20. And she's like, somebody rang the doorbell.
At 9:20?
Yeah, and because I was like, what fucking time is it? Somebody coming at the door? And so I looked at, because I got the cameras. So it was somebody just trying to sell something, I guess. I mean, I ain't like, I'm going to go check. And I was like, man, she was like, you were out because I was calling your name a few times. And then I started to shake you to wake you up. I'm gone, kid.
So when you're asleep like that, loud noises won't wake you up?
No. Got to be something real loud. But no, the dog could be barking. I'm asleep. I'm gone, son.
That's scary, bro. Fuck. Like my you don't have that ADT system, so when it opens the door, ping pong ping, front door is ajar. Oh shit, somebody coming home. So then I know it's usually like
You can turn that off,
like it's Milo. Yeah, but I want it on that way I could with one eye look at the clock. All right, he came home at 2. All right, cool.
That's what your cameras are for.
Oh, he came home at. Why'd you coming home at 4?
He's an adult. Come and go as he pleases.
No.
How's that a no? He pays rent.
No, he don't. Not enough. And it's still my house. My rules apply. How about that?
Okay, he's a grown man.
Shit. Tell me. You telling me that when your daughter lived there and she wasn't paying no rent, she can come home at whatever hours she wanted?
Yes.
You a lying at.
But she knows how daddy likes it, so she becomes.
Well, don't say it like that, dude. Don't say it like that.
She knows how her dad is.
I'm gonna start calling you Puff Tony. Tony Diddy.
So she made sure to let us know what's happening. Because you're right. My house, my rules. She's an adult, but she's considerate. Oh, before we go further, my apologies. I got to say something. Just remind me. Thank you. I was informed sternly. My daughter has ridden city buses before. She's ridden them in Washington when she interned in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And when she first moved to L.A. and she was couch hopping, mostly with
family.
Remember, she was staying with the cousin who let her in.
Right.
She was taking the city bus to work from that apartment. So my apologies. My daughter has ridden the bus. So
yeah. How dare you not know that? How?
Exactly. Hey, my bad. So back to what we were saying.
How dare you send her to a different city without a car?
She had a car, but it was like $50 a day to park it for work. $35 a day. Speaking of that, she went to lunch Monday. Went to go grab something to eat because she works at home now.
Okay.
She went to grab something to eat.
Wait. At home, like in L.A. or she's back at your house?
No, in L.A.
Okay.
She came back, took the elevator to her floor. Now, her apartment complex is like 4 buildings.
Okay.
So her building, she took the elevator to go up. She's on the 4th floor, I think. Got out the elevator. She said there was a homeless person in the hallway with a dog.
Did she share her sandwich?
No. But dog, her thing is like enclosed. They got like somebody that works the front where people walk in.
Concierge? Or...
Yeah, that type of service.
Uh-huh.
And then they got the parking area's got, attendants. And those are really the only 2 ways to get in and out. Other than like there's on the garage, there's automatic openers for residents.
Okay.
You got a key fob, and open it up. But other than that, like when I go to visit her, I got to go into where the attendants are. They ask you who you're here to visit, and they tell you where to park and stuff in their garage.
Do they have one of those things on the door, or can you just, like at the front door, can you just walk in, or does the attendants have to look at you and then they hit the thing and it demagnetizes to let you in?
Car wise or walking wise?
Walking in.
No, you can walk in, but there's like somebody there. There's like a desk right there.
Okay.
So, in other words, if you're getting the package delivered, they'll be like, "Yeah, this is for so and so," and they'll leave it. Or if you're getting meal delivered, they might call you up and say, "Hey, you ordered some food. They're here," type deal.
And if they do that, do they let you go up to the door, or do you got to come down and get it?
I think you got to come down and get it.
Really?
Yeah.
So then why order?
You've lived in big cities. I don't know if you've lived in L.A. type of city. Yo, it ain't like here, kid, where you just go to McDonald's and go get something and come right back. It ain't like that.
What's it like? Oh, yeah, you said everything like right there is like a forever.
Dude,
no
yeah,
way.
it's like traffic. Dude, like I said, when we moved her in, it took me 45 minutes to get to a Costco.
How long does it take for food to get to them?
That I don't know.
I
don't think it's like crazy.
So you're telling me it's just to drive there?
It's just the fact of, with traffic trying to get somewhere to go get some food. It's just nuts over there. I couldn't live there.
There's no fucking way I can live in a big city.
She said she went to she got in and called the security, and then she said she went and checked like 20 minutes later, and the person was gone.
I don't know. Well, the guy must have been watching, and the front desk guy probably went to the bathroom, and he snuck him and Benji in.
I think it was a woman actually.
Oh.
But same difference. It does, it's like one of those things that's kind of why you're paying what you're paying, is to avoid stuff like that. Because she pays over 2 racks for a 1-bedroom plus parking.
Well, yeah, because if you're single and can afford that, the last thing you want to do is see homeless people that remind you of how much money you make because they're sitting on the curb. Just kidding. That sucks, dude. I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine being homeless? I wonder, like, maybe we're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe being homeless is the lick. Maybe that's a great way of life and we don't even fucking realize it.
Well, as far as stress levels, I would think so.
You don't think, fuck, where am I going to sleep tonight because it's about to fucking freeze isn't stressful? Shit, I got to fucking find somewhere to sleep that's safe.
Well, not if you found somewhere the night before. You're just going to roll that back again.
Oh, so it's just nerve-wracking the first time.
What? I mean, yeah, I would assume once you've been doing it a few times, you kind of know what the deal is.
Okay.
Whereas you ain't worrying about these bills piling up. You ain't worried about a house that you saved up so long to get. You finally in it, and now it's going to be taken from you.
Fuck.
Got that car repo man sitting outside just waiting for you to miss that payment.
Yeah. Go ahead, park it. Leave the fence open.
Got these kids you got to be worrying about. Come on, man.
Why are you talking shit, dog? My life ain't that bad. Just kidding. Yeah, there's got.
Have you ever had a car repoed?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You were making like a brand new car you was making payments on?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I wasn't making payments on it. That's why I was repossessed.
So how'd they get you? Where were you at?
Because I was stupid. So, like, if you have a car, I'm going to teach you some things. So turn everything down around you and pay up. Listen up. If you have a car that you haven't made a payment on and you're worried about them coming to get it, and they told you they're coming to get it, as long as you park that car behind a locked fence, they can't get it.
You making it seem like everybody got a locked fence that they can put a car behind.
Well, if you have a friend that has a fence, you could leave it at their house. If you know you're going to be coming into the money to make the payment sooner or later, blah, blah, blah. Because they can't take it. See, now here...
well, hold on, time out.
And here in California, it's different. Go ahead. What?
Ain't that what a garage is for?
You act like everybody got a garage.
More people got a garage than they do got a fence that a car will fit behind.
No. And people and more likely, if you're getting a car, you're living in an apartment complex. Right? Is that fair to say? Or you think more people that live in homes get their cars repoed?
I just think that if you have a fence to put a car behind, you probably got a garage. And I would also think you got a garage before you got a fence to be able to put a car behind.
I think more people that have fences have carports.
No. I think more people have garages, period. And they'll have a garage before they'll have a wide enough fence that a car can go behind. Think of
in the suburbs, yeah, I guess you're right. Like in the area where you live, you know what I mean?
Out of everyone you know, think of 5 people you know. Your brother, your sister, our buddies. You've been to everyone's house. How many out of all those people got a fence wide enough that a car will be able to sit behind? Out of 10 people, how many?
Probably half.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, out of those 10 people, how many do them have actual garage?
Probably about the other half.
So you're talking about the 5 people that you know of right now. They will have a fence before they have a garage.
Yeah.
No, you lying. You lying just to try and make your point.
No, because the city where you live in, you can't have, like I'm talking like for what I'm talking about, like a fence all the way up to the front of the house, to where you could drive in, park, and then close the fence behind you. You're thinking about your neighborhood, where the fence is like at the house line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traditional
no, not
home.
not a traditional home, not a traditional fence. White picket fences went all the fucking way up to the front of the yard. It's not the same with a chain link fence. If you live in, see, the problem is like if you lived in the hood or in a bad area, your fence went all the way up to the front. In your neighborhood, you don't even need a fence. You just put one because you got a dog. and in your neighborhood, you don't need the dog in the front yard. In my neighborhood, you need that motherfucking chain link fence all the way up in that shit.
I can think of all my friends right now, and each and every one of them, including you, has a garage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
I got a fence for the car to go behind.
And 3 of all of them have a fence that you could put a car behind. So,
Ooh.
You, me, Ivan.
Oh, yeah, Ivan.
And that's it.
You have a fence that you can put a car behind?
I put my truck behind my fence when I make room for it. I got too much shit back there right now.
So you don't have a space for a car?
I do. It's just a little dirty right now. Been meaning to clean it up, too.
Speaking of that, you ever finish the garage?
Oh, man. You trying to get back at me, huh?
Well, I'm just asking a question.
No, I didn't. Funniest thing in the world, I just told my old lady the other morning, oh, when I hook up that garage, it's going to look tight. Because she saw these because I got drills that I hang up on the walls,
Right.
and she saw this advertisement for like a compartment that actually looks like legit, like you could pull them off like a gun type deal.
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, look at this," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna need that because my ideas, that garage gonna look hooked up," and she's looking at me like, "Yeah, right." When I hook up that garage kit, it's gonna be tight. You watch.
So I ain't falling for that old banana in the tailpipe bullshit, Tony.
You want to know something that's fucked up too?
And
she gonna give me. Now that I'm gonna tell this story, she gonna make sure I do it, which sucks. I have 4 fluorescent lights in the garage.
Okay.
They're recessed, so they're in the wall.
Okay.
Okay. Half of them
don't
work. Excuse me. Half of them didn't work. So if you know anything about fluorescent bulbs, it's a special bulb.
Right.
And now they got LED fluorescent bulbs. All right, excuse me, LED bulbs that fit the fluorescent size.
Okay.
However, you have to change out some wiring because of the way the electricity runs in a fluorescent bulb versus a traditional like a LED bulb.
Right.
So I was trying to learn how to do that. I'm talking you got to unwire it. You got to put the new adapters in where the actual 2 pins on the ends of the fluorescent tubes go in and you spin it. Well, they just came out with bulbs that will work either way, whichever fixture you have, if that makes sense.
So why haven't you got them?
I did.
You just haven't put them in?
I put 2 of them in. the two closest to the door that goes into the house.
Okay.
So the 2 closest to the actual garage door, the large door.
So the 2 that because when you come out of the garage,
right,
and come out of the house, you only need those 2 to find what you're looking for.
Right, because that's we have a refrigerator right there. My tools are right there. and here's the thing: the bulbs are like right there, like where I open the garage, like because I got one of those little touch pads on the outside so I can just enter the code and the garage opens.
Right.
Well, they're right there. The problem is my car is in the garage. So I can't just really quick put a ladder there because I have to move the car out and stuff like that.
Such a pain in the ass to turn it on and roll it back 5 feet.
I'm going to do it though. Trust me. Trust. It's going to get handled.
So you won't change the light bulb.
I changed half of them. I'm 50% of the way there. Halfway there, love.
Yeah, I got you an idea. You want to change it? You want to make sure that happens? Think about it like one of them fucking fire alarms that beep. You got to change that 12-volt battery every once in a while, or 9-volt battery every once in a while. You'll be good.
Did I tell you I changed out all my alarms, my fire alarms?
The battery or the whole thing?
No, the whole thing. Well, it's just a little disc thing.
Okay.
You might want to think about this. Okay, one of the reasons why yours will probably always beeping is because it's a pain in the ass to A, get a ladder to get up there. B, you have to remove the whole thing, pull it down to get to the battery compartment on the back.
Huh?
You probably don't even do this, do you?
Yeah.
You just ripped them off the wall, didn't you?
No, that's not true.
Okay. Well, they got new ones now where is a push button right on the front of it facing down. So where you just push it and the little compartment comes down that has the battery. Pull the battery out, put the new one in, slip, boom. No more having to remove the whole thing. Bruh. Game changer right there.
I like it.
Yeah, because, I change the batteries every year. I try to at least.
So how much are the new ones?
$30.
God, how many do you have? So I got 2 in every room.
6. 1 for each bedroom and 2 in hallways.
So $200 worth of alarms?
Oh, shit, no. Hold on. Living room, 2 hallways, 4 bedrooms, 7 or 8.
Is there, you guys have the smoke detector too, or the carbon monoxide detectors?
I think it's just a smoke detector.
You don't have carbon monoxide?
I don't think so. Is that a separate one?
Yeah.
Can it be 2 in 1?
I don't know. That's what I was about to ask.
No, I think it's just smoke detector.
You should put a carbon monoxide one in there. It's a silent killer, bro.
You're probably right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't you put that in the kitchen, though? Wouldn't it come off the stove?
Mine was I had one in the hallway and one by the front door.
You had two? You balling out of control.
You know, lesbians that owned this house before were on point. I wouldn't put that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Why you telling me to?
Walk around with a lighter on. I'll find a leak. No, I figured out of everybody that you would have had that already.
No, I don't think I got one of those. No, I'm pretty sure I don't. I know I don't. Unless they're like, again, 2-in-1 with the smoke detectors.
I don't know. I've never, I wasn't that into them.
I'll tell you right now if there are.
Because that's kind of strange. It would make sense that they were together. It'd probably save a lot of fucking hassle. What they need to do is do the whole shit in one. Do the AC controller, smoke detector / carbon monoxide.
I got the Fire-X smoke detector hardwired with 9-volt battery backup, front load battery door, smoke alarm. So no car, and they were $25.
Okay.
And I got 8 of them.
Damn.
Why you say it like that? It's for safety,
That's
kid.
$240. Come on. Like you couldn't smell smoke. Just kidding. Just kidding. Save the mail. I'm just fucking kidding. I'm joking.
Hey, speaking of movies, remember Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Did you know? Let me see if I can find it. Shoot. I think it was in Brazil. A woman took her uncle to co-sign a loan for her to a bank, and my man was dead.
No.
Dog. Everybody was like, something's wrong with that guy. Because she was even talking to him, like the loan officer. I guess it was already arranged. You know, boom, just come in, sign the paperwork, get your co-signer with you, and the money's yours type deal. It's not like she had to go and apply. It was already a done deal. Yo, they were like, okay, here's the pay. Dude was like sitting in his wheel. I don't know. I think he might have been in a wheelchair. And, you know, again, not saying a word. The bank person was like, something's going on with this dude. And so the woman was like, Uncle, here, you got to sign it right here. Picking up his hand, putting a pen in it, and moving his hand so he would sign it.
Wow. Did she get the loan?
No, kid, because they took pictures of him. Dude, you could tell the dude's dead. He's like leaning back in his chair. And she's like, no, he's just not feeling well right now. To where they pulled out video from when they pulled up. And like either a taxi driver or an Uber driver was like, what's wrong with this dude? She's like, oh, he's fine. Just help me out. Help me get him out. He had just died like a couple of hours before that.
Oh, shit.
And so she was just like, nah, I need this money.
We need to get this done.
Some real life Weekend at Bernie's shit.
How did she keep his mouth closed?
Why, your mouth automatically opens?
Yeah, it automatically falls open when you pass.
I think maybe she threw some sunglasses on him and was like, yo, it's him. It's how he rolls.
Like, wouldn't most people be creeped out driving around with a dead person? Would you be okay?
No. Bro, his mouth is open.
No.
Dog.
Send me that picture too.
Hold on. Bro. Bruh. Push play. Just type in, go to YouTube, Brazil woman brings in dead
Oh,
uncle.
that's fucked up.
Dog.
She moving his head and everything. Oh, hell nah. She trying to hold his head up and put a pin in his hand.
And she's tell her, no, he's fine. I just need to help him. He's not feeling too good today.
Holy shit, bro.
His mouth is open, kid.
Nobody even said, Senora, his shirt is not moving. He's not breathing. He's no respiratoris. Wow.
Yo, his head gets cocked back, and she trying to hold it up.
Like when we say it, like it fucking fell back. Like have you ever left like a cantaloupe or a watermelon on the counter and it rolls off? Like it dropped like that. Like fast out, or like when you're got your head up and you fall asleep and it just fucking drops, and normally you would wake up like, oh shit, my head fell. Ain't no waking up for this partner.
Now here's the next question. They called the police and they arrested the woman. I don't know what the charges were though.
It had to be like fucking forgery, falsifying documents, illegal use of a dead body.
Time out. He didn't sign the paperwork. She was trying to get him to sign. So there ain't no forgery, because if show me what got signed that he didn't.
And I didn't sign it. He was holding the pen. What are you coming after me for? Oh, that'd be holy shit, bro.
How long does it take to defecate on yourself too?
That's only if you're not found, and because what happens like after you die, if you're not found right away, and you start to deteriorate your body, you get inflated, and your body just.
So how
could be hours, could be days. I don't know.
Well, again, this is like 3 hours.
Oh, but you could tell that dude wasn't. He wasn't starting to inflate. That fool was sucked up. He looked like okay, so like everybody, like the famous drawings of aliens, right? Like the big head and a real skinny body. That's kind of what the old man looked like, right?
Yeah.
He looked like Megamind. What's that cartoon? Big Brain or whatever the fuck it is. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That old man gonna come back and haunt her.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That was quite the story. And dude, again, Weekend at Bernie's. That's exactly what that movie was. Carrying around that dead dude, partying all weekend with a dead dude, having him do things.
Could you work at a funeral home? Like with. Okay, so
I don't think I could.
Could you like do transport? So like,
no.
Hey, we found a dead body. You got to come pick him up.
No.
Maybe I would. Okay, is it fresh? Okay, I'll come get it.
Because
if that motherfucker stuck to the carpet or the couch, I'm cool.
You also got to remember, you're dealing with, let's say, it's a family member that passed away. You're dealing with all these people that are sad and crying. I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah. And yeah. We were pretty calm and collected. Like I don't think we were out of hand. But I could only imagine when you go into somebody's house and the one aunt that was never really around, but all of a sudden is there because somebody's dead. Crying all crazy, you know what I mean?
Or a fight breaks out amongst family members.
Yeah, because somebody's already starting to pillage through the shit. Oh, this is mine. Dad wanted me to have that. No, he didn't. Put that shit down.
It happens. That's for sure. That is for sure. Go ahead.
Between you and your brother, do you guys have as morbid as it sounds, but do you guys have like a plan as for stuff with your mom, or have you and your mom gone over what's what for who? Who gets what?
Everything's 50-50.
Okay.
And my brother and I, thankfully, we're on the same page.
I was say you guys are pretty established, and you guys don't seem like
we're not trying to get one over on the other one. It's like, even right now we play different roles for my mom.
Right.
He's more of the upfront, meaning like he visits her a lot more than I do. And he you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yet I'm more the back guy. Like I handle all her
financial
stuff. So she like her, for example, her bills come to my house.
Okay.
I check her emails every day. And I get rid of the spam shit, and I get rid of the stuff that she don't need to know about. Hey, you owe this money for this. I'll make sure it's marked as red because she don't bother to see what's been read or not read. So it's like, we even out, if that makes sense.
No, that's good. That's good that you guys, that doesn't all fall on one person and there's not one doing more than the other. That's really good. Because it seems like when somebody passes away and there's nothing put on paper, nothing, you guys hadn't discussed it, that's when all the worst part of families come out, man. Holy smokes. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that on top of the death of a family member.
And like we are on the accounts that we can be on for my mom.
Yeah.
We are on. So like if something were to happen to her, we don't have to worry about bringing a death certificate to get to her bank accounts, stuff like that.
Oh, good.
And we did that with we did that with our daughter. She's on all our accounts now. And my son would be as well, but he just isn't here to be. When he comes, matter of fact, he's going to be coming next month. We got to make plans to take him to the bank, put him on him.
Add him on everything.
Yeah.
Good. My kids ain't on shit. I'm just kidding.
And thankfully, like my mom with my brother and I, and my wife with our kids, there's that trust factor.
Right.
And I see some people that, I can't do it. I can't have they'll fucking clean me out without even me knowing about it.
That's scary. Out of your two kids, is there one that would burn through your money?
Huh.
Or would they both?
When you say burn through like if we were to pass and they got their money, and would they burn through it?
Whichever.
I mean, I don't see them burning through it while we're here if they had access to it.
Okay.
Like, I needed this, so I went and took it out of the account. No, that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I don't see that happening, I should say.
Right.
But do I see, like, again, my wife and I passing and the money goes to them and it gets split 50-50? Do I see one spending faster than the other?
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. At this point in time, yeah.
Who?
Pretty sure you could guess who. The socialite Little Miss Pacheco would be like, ooh!
Come on, we all going on vacation. I got you. Well, actually, my daddy got you. Fuck, that's crazy. I don't think she'd do that.
I don't think she'd burn through it, like waste it. But I think initially, like, she'd have a good time. Not like buy stupid shit, but maybe go out and have a crazy expensive meal or two with friends.
After the show. That's crazy. Well, but I guess that's what the whole deal of the money is, right? You save it and pass it on to them and hope they do the right thing with it.
Well, and it's a matter of, again, the reason why we're doing this is because, dude, how much of a hassle it is if there isn't something put on paper.
Yep.
For them to, it just sits there in probate. Dog.
Yep. And then the government ends up taking it. Yeah. They took enough of my shit while I was alive.
Man. I mean, just the headaches and the hoops you got to jump through. It's crazy.
Too much, dude. So, I had a really weird situation yesterday, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it because I don't. Well, anyways. So, I had filled out a couple of applications over the weekend. And
whoa. You what?
I filled out a couple of job applications.
Okay.
And I got a call from one, or a text from one. Hey, we found your application. We'd love to set up an interview with you. Just to kind of get to know you, ask some questions, tell you what it's all about. Cool. She's already available at 1:30. Take about half an hour. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm leery anyways, because it's the fucking internet. You got to do everything online. Who knows who's on the other end, right? So they said, then I get another text. All right, don't forget, it'll be at 1:30. It's going to be a panel interview. Okay, cool. Now, when somebody tells you, and you're probably the wrong person to ask because you've been self-employed for so long, but do you know, or what's your idea? That's a better way of saying it. What's your idea of a panel interview?
I would think there's multiple people that have some sort of job title that are going to be asking questions.
So it's you and
5 people?
Yeah, okay, perfect. That's exactly what a panel interview should be. Anywhere from 3 to 5 people and you.
Okay.
So I jump on at 1:30.
Is this telephone, Zoom?
Yeah, it's on Zoom.
Okay.
So I jump on the call. It's one person from the company and 3 people that are applying. Which, that look on your face where you crinkle your forehead and squint your eyes and like, what the fuck? Was my thought process as soon as that happened. Now, I had gone online and I looked up the company before, as you should, right? You're going to do your homework on the company.
They're doing their homework on you.
Find out what it's all about. What was that?
They're doing their homework on you.
Right. So I went on, and the only thing I could find was something on, not Yelp, but some sort of job wall that warned about this company. And it's a marketing company. And it's basically, you go in, they hire you, they train you, and then after they train you, you're the lead of a group, and blah, 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 and you're training managers under you. But it's kind of like those, it seems almost kind of Avon-esque, where you start, you get people under you, blah, 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 this, that, and the other thing. So the guy was just seemed really shisty, right? It's him, a white wall behind him with those. Do you remember those? They started out like in the fucking mid-'80s, those paintings that are like a beach, and then it says, for every grain of sand is a mountain. Every mountain started with a grain of sand or whatever it is, right? Like
sayings, like
right, like oh fuck, what was the name of that movie? Where the guy, you're great, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and gosh darn it, everybody loves you.
Yeah, it's very familiar. What is that? I don't remember, but yeah.
It's Smalley was the guy's last name. He ended up being running for governor or whatever. Anyways, daily affirmations, right? So he's got one of those behind him, and I'm sitting there, and it's going to sound really wrong, but I looked at the other people that applied, and I'm being very fucking judgmental, and I thought, we're not in the same league, kind of thing. And he'd ask a question.
Oh, time out.
Huh?
In what way? You older than them? You better looking than them? Same
both,
league in
probably.
What way?
I was a little bit older than them. I feel like I was a little bit better put together. When they answered questions, their answers were very elementary, or mine was answered what he was asking, like, specifically. And they were very, and one was like nervously animated. I felt like I was more in control of the conversation. But then again, I was also third. So he would ask the first person, tell me this, this, and this. Second person, tell me this, this, and this. Domingo, go ahead, same question, blah, blah, blah. So by the time he came to me, I already had my answer formulated, structured. Yep, answered everything. You only had to ask your turn, and I could answer everything you asked. The problem was that, he had asked something about your job. Well, yeah, I've been a manager, at the last couple of companies that I worked at, and blah, 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 blah. And, I've always led and that kind of thing. And then he comes back around. And the second question was, do you have any management experience? I was like, I just told you I had 15 years worth of management experience. What do you want to know? Like, you want more specifics of what I managed or how I managed? Like, just kind of like he wasn't paying attention. He was just going through and it was like, bro, he was so rushed, everything. So then we got done with our portion of the interview, like maybe 18 minutes, right? So the next 12 minutes was him telling us, all right, so you'll be working Monday through Friday from 11 to 8. On Saturdays, you're working 9 to 3, 9 to 4, whatever it was. And then you're off on Sundays. Does that work for you? That sound like something you could do? Person one, person two. Domingo, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, so the way it works is you get compensated, and then you get blah, 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 blah. But he was talking so fast that there was some things that he said that would, like, fall under the next thing that he was saying. So like, he talked so fast, and then and then I'm gonna. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. So when he came to me, I said, hold on. So what I understand that you said was this, and so he was trying to tell you that because when you log on, it tells you when you're on Indeed, it gives you the range of what you could earn.
Okay.
And then it usually says like DOE or what is it? Depends on experience. So DOE, right? So it would say that. So this one was like from like $750 a week to like $1,400 a week DOE. Cool. Well, if it depends on my experience, I should be able to hit that upper number, no problem. You know what I mean? So then he kind of glides under the amount of what they're going to pay you, plus you get bonuses and commission. Hold on, I got a question. Before I answer you, you said it's $22 an hour. That's what it's always going to be, and then there's room for advancement, so you'll always be able to. Advancement and what you're going to get paid are two totally different things. I'm talking about, are you talking about, because online it said, the guy, I went in and I was told I was going to get $22 an hour. I worked my 40 hours and I got paid $250. I thought, maybe I caught them between weeks. She said, so I went back and I worked the other week, and the following week I only made $250. And when I went to them, they only pay you $22 an hour for the first 3 days. And then you're on commission. What? So I was trying to, without saying, hey, I read this shit about you guys online. Is this what's really going on? Or is it really $22 an hour? And he answered ambiguously. So I never really got a real answer of, hey, yeah, it's only 3 days, and then you gotta make shit happen. And then it becomes only commission. Well, I don't want an only commission job. I want to know that, hey, every 2 weeks we're gonna pay you this. Every 2 weeks you're gonna be getting a check for this amount. I don't want to have to worry about fucking Bobby didn't buy a car this week. You know what I mean? I'm not into that. So it's just kind of, you got to be like, if you're out there in this search, it's got to be the weirdest time to try to find a job. And up until this point, this has probably been the point where I wish I had an education. I wish I had, my college degree. I wish I had.
That you had that stuff.
Well, I have a 2-year degree, but I don't have a bachelor's or a master's. And the kind of money that I'm at should be a bachelor's or a master's. And I don't have that. Because when I did it, I started at the company and I progressed to that. I don't have the time to progress to that. Hey, look, here's what I've done. This is what I've been able to do with this amount of education. But they won't even fucking, oh, that's all you got. So you go into a different pile. And remember I told you that there's an algorithm now when you apply on certain, there's an algorithm that you put your what do you call it through to find what you have to see if it matches what the employment is. You can, on certain jobs now, you can opt out of the algorithm and somebody will look at your resume by hand. But if they look at it by hand, the question is, are they looking at it by hand using the algorithm saying, okay, well, this, or are they really looking at it saying, okay, so this, I could see how this would reflect that. We could use it like this towards this or whatever, whatnot. So it's just kind of a weird time to be looking for a job, in my estimation.
Well, I'm not saying that you're not doing this, but shouldn't you be heavily focused on something similar to what you were doing? Like if I were to start needing a job, I would gravitate towards the swimming pool industry, something that has to do with pools.
Right.
So in regards to you, shouldn't you be going to, let's say, finances, loans, payday loans? I
am.
Oh, okay.
But there's so like payday loans and they don't really do title loans in California because the restrictions are so huge that a lot of companies aren't doing it. You have small companies or very few companies that are doing, payday loans or stuff like that. So you'd have to, and I don't have my MLS license, so I can't, or my real estate license, I can't loan for real estate. I can't be a real estate lender without my real estate license. So it's the other thing I was thinking about is doing becoming a notary. And you can become a notary, and you can take a special class to be certified to do real estate. So
real estate notary.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's been a while since you've done that. A guy comes out to your house and
just did it last month.
Did it last month?
Yeah. My mom sold a house.
Oh, okay.
And
So
yeah, they came to the door with all the papers, all her stamps.
Yeah.
Pens.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. So I was thinking about doing that. And then just, kind of get in bed with all the people that we know that do real estate and try to get pulled into doing that. So there's just so many different, like, it almost seems like now you have to create, if you don't have, you have to really create your own hustle.
Wouldn't that notary job, mobile notary, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
put you in the same boat that you're trying to avoid, which is commission? If you ain't getting nobody to sign papers with you, then you ain't getting paid.
Yes, but there's a couple of things that I have that are more of an advantage to me than, say, other people. Like, being friends with so many real estate people, I could use them. Although real estate's kind of quiet right now, I could still use them to go in and sign their deals, do their deals for them. The other thing is that there's 2, 3, 4, 4 local tribes here that have business, and they don't, each one of them doesn't have an in-house notary. So being native, I could probably get onto one of those and be a notary for them. So that would, sign everything with a feather and shit and be good.
And where did you get the idea for this?
I talked about it before. I knew I was a notary before when I was in Arizona, and I was doing title loans there. I had to be to notarize paperwork that they were doing. But I was talking to my sister about and doing all the tribal stuff with her. Not doing tribal stuff with her, but I was talking to tribal stuff, talking about being a notary for tribes with her. So that, there's just a lot of different. There's so much shit out there, dude. But so there's this place called flexjobs.com where you can go on and, I'm reading them and I'm like, oh, I could do that. I've done, basically what I was doing, blah, blah, blah. Need a fucking bachelor's or master's. Oh, I could do that one. Need a bachelor's or master's. God damn it. So, now I'm shooting myself in the foot for not going to school. And 52 is...
53. Oh, no, 52, my bad.
Yeah, motherfucking relax. is a stretch for me to go back to school to get my...
Oh, shit. I couldn't imagine.
I mean, I fall asleep on a fucking couch watching a movie.
You fall asleep here.
Right? How am I going to be in a fucking classroom?
And if it's online, forget about it.
I made the mistake of trying online classes, and I just don't have it in me. I'm not disciplined enough, and I don't have that accountability because I don't have any. Well, where the fuck were you? We had class yesterday. What happened? I thought you was coming to class every day. You know what I mean?
I had to take classes to get my contractor's license.
Okay.
And they're in the evenings, And, bro, I remember I fell out once. And, it was like a long table. So you're sitting, facing somebody.
Right.
But you're looking down. The instructor is at the end of, at the end of it.
Right.
So, you're looking at her, you're looking at your books, blase. And I remember I fell out. I must have fell out. Because I remember opening my eyes and the dude that's like sitting across from me was just fucking busted up laughing, just staring at me. And I was like, damn, I must have had babas hanging out of my mouth and shit.
Book all fucking wet. Fuck. That's gross.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, dude. Like, seriously, if you got out of the business, if you got out of the pool business right now, if you closed up shops, I don't want to be a business owner anymore, what would you do?
I'd have to, if I want to get out of service, I'd probably have to go with a really large company, for example.
Right.
And be brought on as a kind of a Mr. Fix-It kind of deal, meaning, hey,
a maintenance man?
Maintenance in the sense that, hey, we got a problem with such as, this cleaner's having a problem over here. He's saying the pump's running, but the water, and he can't figure it out.
Like a troubleshooter.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, they're saying the light's not working over here. Can you make sure it's the bulb or it's the GFI? That type of deal. To where the actual person servicing the pool doesn't know what he's doing. I shouldn't say doesn't know what he's doing, but he's not educated on that level yet.
Got it.
So he could clean the hell out of a pool, but if something were to go wrong, it's like, what do? I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
Either that, I don't know.
So you would do your best to stay in that field?
If I needed a job, especially right away,
yeah,
probably. Like I've had repair company. I shouldn't say I've had repair companies. One guy actually tried to recruit me. He actually does repairs. He does warranty work for several manufacturers.
Oh, okay.
And this was about maybe 5-6 years ago, and I actually considered it because what he said he would pay me wasn't what I was making, but the level of responsibility was totally like they'd give me like 20 work orders for the day and just go out and handle them.
Oh, nice.
And you could schedule your vacations. You could schedule if you're sick, you call in sick. You know, because I don't get stuff like that.
Right.
So it was really tempting. And so we actually kind of sat down to talk about money. And the money wasn't exactly what he told me it would be when we really started to sit down and figure out the nuts and bolts.
Right.
So I was like, nah, I'm good right now. So
when you say it wasn't what you thought it was it?
it wasn't what he initially told me it would be.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of one of those things like, yo, why don't you come work for me? Da da da. You know, I could pay you X amount. And I was like, all right, I'll think about it, because the number was good.
Right.
And then when I sat down and thought and looked at that number and looked at what I was doing in comparison to, again, the workload and the headache load, like being able to shut down on Friday afternoon and be like, I'm good till Monday. Nobody's calling me on Monday. I'm calling them saying, all right, shoot me what I'm supposed to do today.
How much is that worth, Tony?
Oh, dude. If it was what he had told me it was, which was less than I make now, I would have probably done it. But again, when we really sat down, I was like, all right, man, I'm going to take you up on that. Let's talk about it. What am I looking at schedule-wise? What am I looking at money-wise? And then when we started crunching the numbers, and he was even like, yeah, it's not going to be exactly what I told you. This is what it'll kind of be around. I was like, yeah, that's not going to be enough.
Wow. He said, but come on, Tony. I mean, you know, you can make it on $13.50 an hour, right? I mean, the peace of mind you're going to get, like that, just that alone.
Dude, that alone? Like, if I were to retire, that's something that I would consider doing.
Just to repair stuff?
Yeah.
Is there enough stuff here in town for you to retire and not have to go out of the valley?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah?
Oh.
And they won't pay you enough to do that now? Do they have somebody else doing this area already?
I think several companies. There's 100 guys that just do repairs.
Wow.
Strictly repairs. You call them up, I need this fixed. He goes out and does it. It has nothing to do with cleaning pools.
So why don't you start your own repair company then? And do that instead?
Because you have to be established. You have to have enough of those phone calls coming in to replace what I got going on now.
So break like every other pool that you have and start the business. No?
No.
Bad idea? Bad on business?
Yeah. But again, I mean, if and when I retire and that's something I want to do, you know, I could, because they have to, like, this particular company has too much work. That's why he was like, you know, why don't you come, you know, work for me? So he actually said he'd be willing to buy my pools and have a service side of his company instead of just repairs. And that was another turnoff for me. He
wanted your business.
No, he wanted me.
Right. That's what I meant.
But when I was talking about, well, I have to get rid of the business too, he was like, well, we could, on a side note, I could look into buying it and I could have some guys run it. But then first thing I thought was like, no, because when something goes wrong, you're going to call me because I know the pool and I know the people and I know this. And I would want to sever myself from that side of the business.
That being said, though, okay, well, we'll do that. But if we do that, then if you're gonna buy my old shit, that's probably gonna be part of what I'm gonna be serving. You're gonna have to ante up a little bit more for me to. Now you have, 100, 150 more pools. You have enough to pay me a little bit more. No.
Yeah, I didn't even go that far.
Wow.
Once the base was established, yeah,
you were done.
I'm good. I'm good for right now. I'm making more than that. I think my kids are still in school, stuff like that.
So now that the monthly nut's a little bit less, is that more of a, obviously something that you might consider?
No. Because at that point I was still in work mode, if you will. Now I'm on the back 9 mode.
Got it.
So I'm good right now. I'm all right. Hasn't been too bad lately.
Right on. So yeah, has the wind been worse this year or less?
So far I think it's been more, but honestly my pools really haven't been that bad. And I think that heavy rain we had, tropical storm, what was it, Hillary? I think that did something to the grounds.
Yeah, you think it finally kind of saturated it enough to keep it from flying around?
Yep, I think that's exactly what it is. But now we're going into palm tree season. They drop them little seeds.
Oh.
Dude, that's a big mess.
Yeah, I'm in the bad season right now. The dude behind me has this tree that's got these little yellow flowerets on it.
Yeah.
And they drop
everything's
those.
blooming now.
Ugh. It's awful, dude. Awful. It's a chase to keep my water clean. As you saw when you were coming in, it's not holding on that well right now.
Right.
But, it's one of them things.
Got a question for you.
What's that?
Okay. Jesse, this is for you. Now, I made it purpose not to mention this to you. Okay? Because I want your honest opinion.
Okay.
Okay. Car batteries. Okay? You purchase a car battery.
Usually comes with a 5-year, right? Because you could buy different ones or you could buy different.
Okay, this one in particular came with a 3-year warranty.
Okay.
Cool. 2 years and let's say 10 months, the battery goes out.
Yeah.
You take it back to the place that you bought it from. They install, they check it out, battery's bad. They install a brand new battery.
Correct.
Cool. That was 2 years, 10 months. 3-year mark comes, your warranty ends. Your warranty is done.
Yeah.
3 months later, you're having problems with your vehicle. Not starting in the morning. You got to jump start it. Maybe some other things. Not 100% sure. Take it to the place that you got it from. I think I'm having problems with this battery you guys put in. They test it. Battery checks out okay, sir. Yeah, but I'm having these problems. You might want to take it to the dealership because the battery, we're not mechanics here.
Right.
But the battery's testing out okay. Takes it to the dealer. Dealer puts it on a rack, does what they do. Battery's bad. I took it back to the place that gave me the battery, and they say the battery checks out good. Battery's bad, sir. So they take it back to the place. You told me the battery's good to go to the dealership. Okay. I went to the dealership. They said the battery is bad. So now the place tells you, okay, well, we're testing that the battery's good. Our tests are saying the battery's good. However, with heat, and they gave them another excuse, possible the battery's bad. We're testing it, it's good. But you're telling me the dealership said, no, the battery's bad. Okay. Would you like to buy a battery? No, because you guys just put this one in 5 months ago. Yes, sir. We put it in 5 months ago because 5 months ago it was under a warranty for the battery that you had purchased over 3 years ago. That warranty is now over. Ran out 2 months ago. 2 months ago.
You ran out on the old one 2 months ago.
Correct.
What about this one?
You didn't purchase this one. There is no warranty on this one. Well, Jesse's saying, yeah, but a battery is supposed to last more than 5 months. Which is true.
It should.
It should. Should he get a replacement battery for free?
No.
Why not?
Because he didn't buy the warranty.
Warranty wasn't offered to him. Because it was warranty item for...
Did he ask?
I'm going to say no.
Should have asked. Why wouldn't you? Hey, so I know that, you guys are replacing my old one. So does that mean that this one only covered for 2 months, or does the warranty start brand new again with this one?
Why would the warranty? Okay, great question. Why would the warranty start brand new with this one? You're not buying a new battery.
Okay, so then why would they replace it? It's out of warranty.
Exactly, because it only lasted 5 months.
And it's out of warranty.
Why are you giving me a battery that only lasts 5 months?
We never guaranteed that it would last 3 years.
But a battery should last at least 2 to 3 years.
It should. We don't know what you've done with it or how you used your car or how you...
I use it just like every other person uses it.
Okay, but again, your battery's out of warranty. There's nothing I can do for you, sir.
But how are you putting a battery in my car that only lasts 5 months?
We put a battery in your car. We didn't give you a 5-month battery. We gave you a new battery. If it lasted 5 months, it lasted 5 months. It could be extremely hot.
It hasn't been hot. We haven't even hit 100 degrees yet.
Okay, still out of warranty. What do you want me to do?
I think you should honor your products and know that a battery should last more than 5 months.
But you didn't buy it.
The fact still remains, you took it off the shelf, put it in my vehicle, and that battery should last.
Did we make a guarantee or promise you that it would last for a certain amount of time when you got it? Hey, we're gonna take this battery off our shelf. It's gonna last you for 5 years. Guaranteed. No. So we took that battery off of there because the battery that you bought almost 3 years ago failed, and we replaced it. And since then, you're out of warranty. So if you'd like to buy a new battery, that new battery will be warranted for 3 years. How about that? Would that be cash or card?
I think you should not be putting a battery that only lasts for 5 months in my vehicle.
Okay. Great. Well, you have a good day, sir.
I think your customer service is not up to par at the moment because you're telling me you have no problem with a battery that you put in my vehicle only lasting 5 months. Where is the customer service? I'm feeling cheated because a battery brand new off the shelf you put in my vehicle only lasted for 5 months.
Right. Customer service is meant for customers to purchase things.
I did purchase something 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago, and we serviced it. And now you're out of warranty. Again, you're not covered. I don't understand what your argument is, sir.
My argument is I came in here while my battery was under warranty. You put in a battery to replace it with. I would think that battery would last at least a year or two, not 5 months.
So let me play devil's advocate for you for a second, if you don't mind, sir. Say your alternator was bad, and you went to the dealership because you were coming up on 3 years and 36,000 miles on your car. So your warranty was almost up. You just made it by 2 months. They changed the alternator. You left, car was running fine. Everything was good. 6 months down the road, your car won't start. Battery's good. Alternator went bad. You go back to the dealership. Clearly out of warranty now because you're at 40 months and 38,000 miles. So you're 2,000 miles over and 4 months past.
Not on that alternator.
Yes, on your warranty for the car, which covered the alternator for you, correct?
Okay, yes.
So the alternator covers, the warranty on the alternator covers, what, parts maybe? So we can go ahead and, give you, your core charge for the alternators. I don't know, $150. We'll give you $50 back. Only charge you $100 for it, and it's $250 to put in. Total today would be $350.
If we are referencing the battery situation, then my next statement would be, why would you put in an alternator that the first one lasted 38,000 miles, this one only lasted 1,000 miles?
Well, but
why are you putting in an alternator, brand new, according to you, and it is, that only lasted 1,000 miles when the one that was already on there lasted 38,000
miles? Well, that's like anything
miles.
else, sir. There's no guarantee as to how long it lasts. That's why we give you the 1-year manufacturer's warranty that covers the parts. That's why we're taking $50 off. So it's going to be $350 to go ahead and replace your alternator. Did you want to pay cash, check, or charge?
Again, everybody knows a battery should last at least 2 years. Oh, okay.
It's not guaranteed to last.
Everyone knows a battery lasts.
That's not true.
How's that not true? You've had a battery last less than 2 years?
No, but I know that it could last less than that.
How do you know that if it's never happened to you?
Because like anything else, things fail. They're not guaranteed. There's no guarantee on the battery. When they pull it off the shelf, it doesn't say guaranteed to last 3 years. It's going to fail.
No. Yeah, you do say that because they say, and if it fails, we will give you a replacement. That's the whole purpose of a guarantee.
But you pay for that, right?
Yes.
You didn't pay for it when they replaced it. So you ain't got no guarantee. Sorry.
So why would you put in a battery that only lasts 5 months?
We didn't put in a battery that lasts 5 months. We put in a battery that should last 5 years. But unfortunately, you got a battery that lasted 6 months. You're 4 months past your agreement. Sorry, the warranty, it's not covered. Jesse, look, if you don't understand what I'm saying is you're out of fucking warranty. Go pay for the battery.
Now, here's the funny thing. This is exactly what I was telling him. And him and I were going back and forth. Like, I'm playing Jesse right now. You're playing me.
Okay.
It's almost identical conversation. To the T. I even told him, the battery that you're complaining about, you didn't buy.
Yeah.
They just needed to get you a battery until your warranty ends. That's what they're obligated to do.
Right. They did what they said they were going to do.
I said, I even told him, I said, you're like that person that complains that you bought something and the day after the warranty ends and it goes out, you want to get something for free. Because the warranty just ended yesterday. Why won't you warranty it today?
Now, that I understand.
Oh, shit. What are you talking about now?
Well, like...
You cannot tell me you understood that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just spent 15 minutes talking about warranty ended.
Because there's a difference between a day and several months. You see what I'm saying?
No, I do not see what you're saying.
You don't see what I'm saying?
No, because your warranty ends on this day. Starting
Where's the customer service at, Tony?
Following the following day, your shit is not covered anymore.
You're absolutely right. And that's the stank reality of the world we live in.
With you saying that you understand that, I can't understand how you were playing the part that I was playing to Jesse. why wouldn't you sit here and say, well, yeah, he's got a point. You know, it only lasted 5 months.
Because I understand the opposite side of that. Like, the attitude of, well, wait a minute, hold the fuck on. Well, but you didn't pay for the warranty, so you already got one. We already did what we said we were going to do. That's like when you go to America's Tire and you buy a tire. Would you like to buy the $15 road whatever
Hazard,
road warranty? Yeah, of course. So then you buy it, had it for about 6 months, you end up with a fucking hole in the tire, they replace it.
Right.
Now, they replace the tire, right? But you got to buy the $15 warranty on that tire.
Correct.
Because if you don't and you leave and something happens to it, guess what, bitch? You got to buy a whole new tire, mountain balance and everything.
Right.
But if you have the $15 coverage, they replace it.
Correct.
All you got to do now. So he got a new battery. He didn't pay the road warranty on it. Shit went out. He's got to buy a new battery.
So, okay, so with what you said earlier about I understand it, let's say that replacement battery died the day before his warranty ended. Should he get another battery?
Yes.
Okay. What if that same battery died the day after the warranty ended? Should he get another battery?
No. For two reasons. Hold on. Because he bought a battery.
3 years ago.
It went bad the day before his warranty went up. He bought a battery, or they replaced it, and then the next day it went out. Correct? So they fulfilled their obligation. You failed to ask, hey, so I know you guys are just putting in a battery. Do I have to pay for another warranty, or is this one still covered? Can I get some sort of coverage because tomorrow my warranty ends?
Yeah. You're right.
That's usually how that kind of shit works.
But you don't. But again, you don't think your this brand new battery is going to fail in less than 2 years.
Well, at that point, you're assuming, and you know what happens when you assume.
I told him the same thing.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Fuck.
But again, back to the battery has been replaced.
Correct.
So this is the replacement battery. But your warranty for the original one is still valid. The day after that valid date of where the warranty ends, if the following day that battery fails,
you shit out of luck.
Okay, but why did you say
unless you get a manager that's, or you have a place that's really customer service driven, and you go back and say, "Fuck, man! Yesterday my warranty went out. You guys just replaced this battery, and it died again on me today."
Okay, now I'm not going to say the name of the place, but it is a heavy customer service store. With that being said, he did speak to the initial person, which wasn't budging, spoke to his supervisor, who pretty much wasn't budging, and now I told him, I said, well, you feel that strongly about it, get the store manager, the general manager of the whole facility.
Yeah.
If you really want. But either way, right now, apparently you need to buy another battery.
Right.
And I told him, if you feel that strongly about you, shop with your wallet. Go somewhere else and show them, hey, this is bullshit. Write them letters.
Absolutely. Because if you just take it in the backside and be like, oh, fuck. A couple of days after my warranty.
But again, you're not taking it in the backside.
If you feel like you took it in the backside because you didn't get a warranty on this battery.
No, you feel that way because the battery only lasted 5 months.
Okay.
Not because you didn't ask for an extended warranty because this is a replacement, but you strongly feel 5 months is not long enough for a battery to last. So you gave me something that was faulty, and I feel that you should replace it because of that.
Now, between you and I, what did he do to the battery? Did he go somewhere? Did he go like to the snow?
It's a battery for the family wagon, so they weren't doing anything with it.
It was just sitting there?
No, she drives it daily. She goes to work, takes the kids to school. I just
because
shit happens.
Here's the other thing. if you took it to the dealership and they told you that the battery was bad, then have them run I would have had them run a draw test to show that there's no draw on the vehicle when it's off. You know what that means?
No.
So, like, when your car is off, there should be a very minimal pull on that battery, which means there's no electricity coming out of it because the car's not on.
When you say minimal, why would there be any electricity pulling from that battery to begin with?
Well, because you have, like, especially these cars that have these sensors or that have alarms or that
okay, yeah, and your clock has to still run.
So they all have minimal draws. But if you're pulling 2, 3, 4 amps, you're pulling a big draw out of your car. So now you understand that your car has a bigger problem than your battery being dead. That's why your battery's dying after 5 months, because you drive it. You don't drive it long enough for the alternator to keep up with the charge that's outlasting the draw when your car is off. That make sense?
Yes.
So you could start there. That would help you in your fight against the 5-month battery. But really, honestly, you have no leg to stand on.
Because he's out of warranty,
right?
Which is what I'm trying to tell him. It does, like in the pool business, for example, salt pools.
Okay.
You buy a salt pool has this contraption that converts the salt in the water into chlorine.
Okay.
Okay. It lasts 3 to 5 years. You're lucky if you get 5 years out of it. Lucky.
Okay.
Okay. They warranty it for 3. Okay. However, it's called a cell. If that thing fails, okay, they will come out and replace it with one that is guaranteed to work for 1 year.
Okay.
Okay. If that 1 year, because they're just built stronger, if that makes sense.
Okay, it makes sense.
1 year is built weaker. They're cheaper parts. They just do it to keep you in the, because you're in the warranty period. So if you're 2 years in and you have 1 year left of warranty, they'll throw this in.
Makes sense.
They warranty. That's it. If it fails the day after you fall out of warranty, hey, we'll sell you another one. New 3-year one. If they install that 1 year cell after 1 year and it only lasts 1 year, guess what? They're going to come back and bring another 1 year one. Because they're guaranteeing it they're guaranteeing you a salt cell that will work for 3 years. And that's it from the first 3 years.
And they don't let you re-up every time they replace it.
No.
So like, hey, well,
not under warranty, no.
Wow.
I don't have a problem with that.
No, they're doing exactly what they said
exactly
they would do.
what they're saying. They're not going to give you at 2.5 years another cell that's going to last 3 years. They're losing money on that.
But let me tell you something, Tony. This is where the disconnect's at. At 52 and 53.
It's 53. Come on.
The fucking company did what they said they were going to do. What more do you want? Shut the fuck up. Let's go. 24, 25. Oh, that's fucked up, dude. This shit only lasts 2 out of the 3 years, and then they bring me a 1 year pump. Oh, fuck. What happened to the fucking, why won't it last 5 years? What the fuck? Because they said it should last 5, but we're only going to warranty it for 3. And now you bring me a 1 year pump. What kind of shit is that? It's a lot easier to deal with at 52, 53.
He just turned 39, so he's getting back to our age.
Yeah, he's getting there, dude. That's still 39. He's still got a little bit of a few years of fight left in him.
He's got a little piss and vinegar in him still.
I think another 6 years worth of fight he's got. After that, he'll be browbeaten just like the rest.
But again, I'm telling him, bro. I said, bro, the warranty's over. It's only been 5 months. I said, doesn't matter. You didn't pay for that one. They only guaranteed 3 years from the time you bought that first one. When it failed in those 3 years, they gave you a replacement just like they're supposed to.
Right.
After that date expires, your pray to the gods is going to last as long as it did.
Yeah.
No, that ain't right. That's not right. That's bullshit. Da da da. I'm like, all right, man. I'm just letting you know. I spoke to the super. Jay, write a letter to the store manager. Call the store manager out. Let them know you want to replace something that's not under warranty anymore for free.
Is there another one of those stores here in town?
Yeah.
I'd go to that one. I would call, you know what? I would call their district office, find out who runs the area, and tell them that, you know, you want to hear back that this is a problem, yada, yada, yada. And when they call you, you tell, hey, I'm going to go to this store so that we can resolve the problem tomorrow because I had nothing but contempt and ill will at the last one, and I don't want to have to deal with those people. They were not helpful. They were rude, made racist remarks, whatever you got to say. And get it to happen. It's the only way you're going to get you a new battery.
You know, and I was on the fence with you on which way you would go. Because you were so upset about giving those customers 72, not giving them their 72 cents. I was like, oh, man, this guy's for the people right now. I don't know if
that's fucking hilarious. But, I mean, fuck, dude, everything's a fucking hustle, right? Everything is fucking... And if you're a business...
It's one of those things that the O's is so cliche. They don't build them like they used to.
Right.
And it's because they figured out if they do, they're not making any money.
Right. That's why they made so many attempts at the light bulb, right? Because they first made light bulbs and they would never go bad. So then they had to go back and, hey, dude, what are you doing? Nobody's ever going to fucking buy replacement light bulbs. So then they started putting in a smaller filament that only lasts, you know, a year, 2 years. And then even now, batteries last fucking, or light bulbs last way too long.
Huh. Hey, pool heaters. Bro, you get an old one from the 80s? Yo, if you have one of those and it still works, keep it. It's just like an old car. It doesn't have a computer system. You figure out which part it is, you can replace it, it'll last you another 20 years.
Right.
New heaters, dog. 3 years, 5 years maybe.
Really?
The metal is cheaper, it's like thinner.
Wow.
Everything is streamlined inside. They're much light. They used to be tanks. You needed 2 to 3 people to lift one up. Now, somebody can lift them up by themselves like I have. Probably caused my hernia.
Wow.
And they got computer systems.
They ain't that light then, shit.
They got computer systems. You know, and again, they last 3 years, 5 years if you're lucky. I replaced my heater last year. I built my house in 2003. That heater lasted me over 20 years. Just
21, 22 years?
I had to replace a couple of parts on it, yeah. The heater I just put in, I'm lucky if I get 5 out of it. Lucky if I get 5. And I barely use it.
Wow. That's crazy.
And why? They're not making any money if you got something that's going to last 20 years.
When I was like, I had that Nissan, right? That Maxima. Fucking car. Man, I wish I still had that shit. It was beautiful. But anyways, a week after I had paid it off, I paid it off cash. I had I think I owed like 10 grand on it. I was still in warranty. I paid it off. And I think that I paid it off like right when the warranty was up, dude. So about a week later, the fucking AC pump went out on it. I was like, ain't that about a bitch? And I had just moved back down here, dude. So I'm like, fuck, I can't be I can't be here without AC. I'm out of warranty. Who the fuck do I call?
How long did the warranty expire?
A week.
You see? Why didn't you go complain? Go to customer service.
Because I was already above 45, bro. I know better than that. I ain't gonna get nowhere. Shit. And Rock Auto had just came out, so I could get the part cheap. Me and my brother could put it in. We good. But then we put it in and we couldn't get it to work because the tab was different. There's 2 different ones on that pump, and it wasn't connecting right. So we had to change my brother had to change the tab on it, and What a hoopla. But yeah, dude, once the fucking warranty's gone, it's too bad, so sad, homie.
Hey, I right or wrong, that's the way it is.
It is what it is, dude. Yeah. I mean, these businesses, I guess they're not in the business of doing shit for free. So shit, it worked. It like I remember my dad had batteries all the time. Like, hey, you just got to pop it open, add a little bit of water, and charge it for the weekend, and that battery will last you another 3 years. Now you can't even take the top off the battery to make sure that one of the cells isn't dry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now, like the battery that's in my car, you can only get it at the dealership because it's a gel battery, and it's specific to that car. That you can only get it through the manufacturer. So when the battery goes bad on that, I have to go to the dealer to get it. That's why when I bought it, I was like, well, let's get the go ahead and ride the regular warranty, and then we'll buy the extended warranty. I know that it doesn't cover everything, but it's a $50 deductible, and I'm good. So even if I got to pay a $50 deductible for a new battery, it's better than $350 for a battery.
Right.
$270, whatever they are now.
I remember I bought a camera. I stopped buying warranties on like electronics and stuff because I had bought a camera from Best Buy back in the day when the digital cameras first came out. They got a little card you slip in.
Right, the big display
SD
on the back.
card, yeah. And they're like, oh, warranty, something goes wrong with it, bring it in. We look at it, we figure out it is bad, we'll give you a brand new one. And the best part about it, you're going to get that year's model. So if we don't have this one anymore, we're going to get you one that's comparable or above.
Right.
Shh, how could you go wrong with that?
Right.
So what happens? After a couple of years, it goes out. Shit. I don't know what it was. We're going on vacation. Camera's not working. Cool, I'm going to go get me a new one. Psst, take it in. They're like, oh, yeah, it's not working. That's right. Which one am I getting? And when they say, okay, well, we're gonna send it in. Our whoever has to take a look at it, they're gonna take it apart, make sure, if they can't fix it, they're gonna let us know, and then we're gonna get you a new camera.
Yeah, but I leave tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going out of town next week. I'm going on vacation. That's why I was making sure the camera was working. Oh, well, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, we have to make sure,
That's how they get you.
That's ever since then, bro.
And now you got 2 digital cameras, don't you?
When I don't know if I told you this, when we went to Cancun for our anniversary a couple years back.
Yeah, you bought some blue janky one, you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have one. I just found it out that I was moving some shit in the garage, and I found this one I bought, dude. It was at the time, and I got it real cheap. It was a Samsung, and the whole it's only like a little bit bigger than a deck of cards, right? And the whole back is like a display. But what was cool about it was, like, if you had your phone, right? So you could take your pictures, and then you use your phone as a hotspot for the camera. And you can upload your pictures straight to your social media from your phone or straight from your camera. Oh, that's kind of dope. So I was like, oh, yeah, that technology. Oh, shit, yeah, dude, I'll take it. Why? Just take the pictures with your phone and fucking upload it with your phone, you dumbass. But the pixel quality of what the pictures were then was a lot better than what the camera was at the time. So it was worth it to me to do that. There's no way I'd do it now. But new cameras.
I would still do it now. I mean, it depends on where I'm going.
But cameras come with Wi-Fi and shit now, right? Or do you still have to?
No, I think they're not built like that. I think because my camera, my good camera, the Canon, you can switch.
Is it a DSLR? Do you have a digital one or is it film?
Digital.
So a DSLR is what they're called?
Yeah, but what you could do is you can upload it to your phone right away.
Okay.
You got to connect them, but it's not a Wi-Fi. It's more of a Bluetooth type deal.
Got it.
Could be Wi-Fi, but it ain't like I can't put it up on social media even if I had social media.
Okay.
But back to my janky ass camera I took to Cancun and being made fun of. Yo, brought that with me into the ocean, taking all kinds of sports shots of everybody. And then when I sent them, uploaded it to my phone. They were like, "Oh shit, that's nice." I'm like, "Hell yeah, you take your iPhone out in the ocean, see what happens."
You better have some rice in your room. Shit, your rice-a-roni iPhoney, homie. That's crazy. You got any shout-outs for today?
Yeah, actually, just a couple. Luis's kids. His oldest son, little Luis, graduated college, my godson.
Congratulations.
And his daughter, Vienna, is graduating high school.
Nice.
So he's got a back-to-backer. He's having actually a party this weekend. Should be fun. Sunday.
So is Vienna the last one?
Yes. Well, last one
in high school, I mean?
Yeah, he's got another son in college, and she's probably going to be going to school. But yeah, he's going to have a party this weekend. Should be fun. Looking forward to it.
Nice.
Shout out to Manuel's son, Alex, graduated 8th grade. Going into high school.
Dude, his son's face has changed so much.
Yeah, it has.
Look just like his brother.
Yeah. And I showed my wife the pictures. Like, he's almost as tall as Manuel now.
He stands
days.
like Manuel.
Yeah.
He's starting to look very, very, very Romero. Very.
Yeah.
His family.
And then another shout out to Xavier, Sean's son.
Okay.
One of our homies. He's graduating high school as well. Hope he does big things.
Congratulations.
And last but not least, Marta. Her birthday's next Tuesday.
Nice.
So happy birthday, Marta.
Happy birthday, Marta.
Rob. Her birthday's Tuesday.
Who?
Rob.
Our boy Rob?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay.
He likes to fake like he don't remember exactly, so he'll like call the person a day or two. I'm on to him. He'll call the person like a day or two before. Say, "Hey, happy birthday." So he could be like the first one. And to make that person know that he's thinking about that person.
Right.
He thinks he's slick, but I caught on to him because he just did that to another homie.
All right. So now you got him. You going to call him early?
Rob, Tuesday's her birthday. Don't try to call her, text her on Monday so you could be the first one. Tuesday.
And then his is when?
Rob?
Yeah. Didn't you say Rob's birthday?
No, I was telling Rob her birthday's on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because he's going to try and text her on Monday.
Got it.
Matter of fact, she'd probably go to Luis's party. He's going to Luis's party. He'll probably tell her happy birthday at that party.
Probably.
Hey, we should just throw you. It's your birthday today too, right, Marta?
Oh, I brought you a cake. Pinchy Rob. That's hilarious. That's it? Cool. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you guys. Love you. Talk to you soon.